ball game, so how tough is it to see it slip away in the fashion that it did tonight?
Yeah. Sonny kind of fought through that outing. He figured things out when he needed to. And, he was able to complete the, 5 innings and make it happen right there in the ball game. And you know what? When you're in the middle of a ball game in the 6th inning and you're handing the ball to your bullpen, you have to take that as an opportunity to go out there. It's a spot you actually want to be in. And, to see the game kind of go in the direction that it did at the speed that it did, that's tough to take. We have to do better. We have to pitch better. And honestly, we could have played a better ball game all the way around, no matter which way you look at it. We had some decent at bats and had a chance to kind of get some things going, and couldn't muster it up. Didn't get the big swing. Probably just needed one more at bat here or there, and then you got action. We weren't able to do that, so we didn't score enough either way. We pitched. We got to pitch better, and truthfully, got to finish the plays. We got to make the plays and complete those plays. So today. We had an opportunity to stay in the game and win a game. We didn't play good enough to win today, though.
Yeah, added frustration, the fact that you guys, had the momentum from yesterday and you make the moves to shore up the bullpen, and then it's the bullpen ultimately that had the struggles tonight?
It's not added frustration. Yes, we added some good arms to our pen, and I think we're going to see some really good production from our bullpen in these last 2 months of the season. I think that our bullpen is going to end up being a strength of this team down the stretch. We didn't see it all come together today, but I actually do think that is going to be the case.
You're confident that Pagan and Duffy can be salvaged in Durant?
We keep working and trying to make adjustments with our guys, and we handed the ball to Pagan with again right in the middle of the ball game. 6th inning, we're in the game at that point. There are very few pitchers in baseball actually that have missed as many bats as Pagan. That's generally about as good a sign as you're going to get from a pitcher. The damage that he's given up is, it's been there. It's real, and there are still adjustments to make, but I think we really have something to work with as we go forward. And the rest of our bullpen, when you start looking at the Fulmers and the Jacks and the 2 guys at the end, we just want to get them the ball, and I think good things are going to happen when that happens.
It's so strange, too. I know the stat about how many swings and misses Pagan gets, and he leads Major League relievers in home runs allowed. How do you square that?
It's truthfully, it's a hard one to connect. It's a hard one to fathom that the same guy has done both of those things this year. The swing and miss, the missed bats, again, a really good sign for any pitcher at this level to miss that many bats. He has a history of missing bats. He's a guy that's been a good major league reliever. EP is still going to play a meaningful role going forward, and he's going to pitch in tight games going forward. I also think we have the other guys that I just named, a handful of other guys, a good handful of really good pitchers too, that are going to contribute in those spots too. And we're going to mix and match all of those guys. But I think our bullpen is full and deep. And I didn't even bring up the Ilbar's name either. I very easily could have. That's plenty of good relievers. We have enough to work with. And I do think, I'll say it again, I think this is going to be a strength going forward in tight games. We're going to win tight games going forward.
That was a really loud hit by pitch with Jose. How big of a relief? Obviously he was able to stay in the game. Is he feeling okay still afterwards?
He's actually feeling okay. He could have taken that last at bat too in a 7-run game. We wanted to get him inside. If he didn't have to go out there and take more swings, we didn't want him to. Mm-hmm. But we may have dodged something there because it was a scary moment. Yeah. It was a moment that you're never looking forward to seeing anything like that. It's really what you're trying to avoid all year long. And it hit him pretty squarely. It was loud. In those instances, a lot, you end up walking away really disappointed. But he continued to play on. We wrapped it. It's a little swollen and it's a little sore, but normally guys are coming out in excruciating pain, and luckily he did not, at least to this point. So we'll take it and we'll see how he is tomorrow.
I know Alco has been kind of out of mind for a while, but especially in the context of the bullpen this season, how tough is it to lose him after 2 1/3 innings and that be it?
I mean, when you lose big contributors of any kind, it's always really hard, and it's not easy to replace guys like that. But you have to find a way to do it. We're not the only team in baseball that has lost a good or several good arms, relievers, starters. We did lose some starters early on. It was real tough, but replacing Alcala is not going to be the easiest thing to do. But we just actually did bring in some arms that have that kind of stuff, that have that kind of impact. So it took some creativity and some work, but I think we've filled some of those spots in the bullpen. We did see Alcala in the clubhouse today. It was good to see him. He's got a little ways before he's going to be back on the mound and pitching, but hopefully everything goes smoothly with his rehab.
Did you guys make any moves today after the game?
We're gonna wait to talk about any moves that we might make right now.